Hey guys, congratulations finding this video. So what you're going to be doing today is watching this video to complete this classroom procedures paper. And then when you're finished, if you still have time, you may start your homework, which is a science safety story pre-read. Now, a pre-read is really important. Anytime you have a homework assignment that's a pre-read or a pre-watch or something like that, it means that we're going to be talking about this tomorrow or the next day in class. So it's really important that you do the homework the night before so you come to class prepared. For your homework tonight, you're going to be reading this story and highlighting everything that the characters do wrong with regards to science safety. So read your directions for the safety story and get your homework done tonight in preparation for our conversation tomorrow about science safety. But let's get started with our class work and what you need to know for what my class is, what you need to know, how do we do things around here, and what you need. So this is not part of your paper, but I do want to talk about the materials that you need for my class. Let's start with this, sticky page tabs. A lot of people have questions about the sticky page tabs and what we use them for. Everything we do in my class, it will be working in a science notebook that looks like this. And the sticky page tabs are really to go on the pages so that you can easily find your place. So the sticky page tabs you need can be wide like this, or they can be skinny like this. But they have to be sticky page tabs. They cannot be Post-its. Post-its don't stay on the page, they fall right off. Speaking of composition books, you need 2 of these. You need 2, one for first semester and one for second semester. You also need colored pencils because sometimes at home you're just going to have to color something. You're going to need glue and tape to put things in your notebook. You need highlighters for your notebook, of course, pens and pencils. You need your device, and you need earbuds or headphones. If you have a pair, just get in the habit of bringing them to school every day, because sometimes we watch videos where putting in an earbud and being able to work at your own pace is going to be super important. Okay, so now let's get to this paper called Classroom Procedures as we talk through what you can expect as far as what we do in my class every day. Before class starts every single day, you pick up any papers that you might need on your way into class. You walk in quickly, you walk in quietly, and this is really important. I expect you to be in your seat before the bell rings. The first thing you take out then is your binder reminder, or I call it a planner, your homework, and once we start the science notebook, you'll take that out as well. All of these things happen before the bell rings. So you come into class not only being prepared with your materials, but also being prepared mentally that we're going to get ready to work. Also, at the beginning of class, when we start, the beginning of class is when you write your homework down in your binder reminder. That's when we start a warm-up in your science notebook, and this is really important. You need to know that warm-up time is work time, and it is absolutely no talking time. I call it ANT. At the beginning of class, when you come in and we're working on our warm-up and I'm taking attendance and you're doing your job of writing your homework down, working in your notebook, there is no talking at the beginning of class. Next, the end of class. You clean up all your materials. Anything you used from my materials basket, you always put back in. And then this is important. You wait for the teacher to dismiss you. You do not just get to pack up on your own. Sometimes you will earn the reward of being able to pack up early, but unless you've earned that reward, you have to wait for me. We work at the beginning of class when the bell rings, and we work all the way till the end of class when the bell rings. You wait for the teacher to dismiss you, and when I do, you can push in your chair and go. Next section is about going to the bathroom. So starting next week, when everybody's schedules kind of settle down a little bit, you're going to be getting something called a bathroom pass in my class. A bathroom pass looks like this, and I'll show you in just a second. A bathroom pass is your one free, Miss Bogenright, I got to go to the bathroom, don't ask any questions. Sure, give me your bathroom pass. You give this to me, and you can take the hall pass, and you can go. The hall pass is the trophy that sits at the front of my classroom. The thing is, though, that if you don't use your bathroom pass and you save it until the end of the quarter, it is actually worth extra credit. And anytime you leave the class, you must always take the hall pass with you. Next section, your homework. This part's really important. You need to know that I give homework every day. Sometimes it will be a little bit more than others. Sometimes if you work hard in class, you'll have less to do at home. Your homework and classwork is always due the day after it's assigned, unless I tell you otherwise. Your late work in your science notebook, once we get going with this, you have up to 2 weeks to turn in late work. But after 2 weeks, you cannot turn in the assignment anymore. You cannot get this page signed off. You have to do what I call an alternative assignment if you still want to make up the points, and we'll talk more about that as the year goes on. But my late assignments are only accepted during after-school tutoring hours. After-school tutoring will be 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. You can receive full credit for late work if you come to tutoring, get the help you need, and I get to make sure that you really understand the work instead of just you copied it down and got it finished. One more section, how we work together in class. When we talk together in class, which is a lot, we talk about the right things at the right times. When you're discussing with your partner, we follow what's called the triple LR rule. Triple L, because there's 3 L's and 1 R. We look at the person we're talking to. We lean in. You may have to turn your body. You listen to what they have to say, and then you respond accordingly with something like, that was a good idea, I liked your thoughts, or I agree with this, but I don't agree with that. When somebody's talking to you, you look them in the eyes. You don't just sit there like this. You look at somebody who's talking to you. That might mean you turn your body, you lean forward, you lean across the table. You're a good listener, and you respond to what they say. At this point, if you have completed, filled in all the blanks, and highlighted your blanks, then you can move on to the summary at the bottom of the page.